Assalamualaikum to my respected lecturer Sir Ahmad Bukhari and everyone. I am Wan Anis Afrina. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine building a successful business over many years only for it to face uncertainty because there is no proper succession plan. If the owner suddenly retire, become incapacitated or pass away, who will take over the business? How can the business continue to operate smoothly? These are the questions that effective estate planning is designed to answer. Estate planning is an important process that organizes the ownership, management, and transfer of business assets to ensure business continuity. It not only protects the business itself, but also help reduce operational disruption, legal dispute, and succession risk that may arise when ownership is transferred. This is especially important for private and family-owned businesses, where ownership and management are often closely connected. Without a proper estate plan, businesses may face inheritance dispute, leadership instability, delay in transferring ownership, and other legal or financial challenges that could threaten their long-term sustainability. In Malaysia, estate planning must also comply with legal frameworks such as the Probate and Administration Act 1959, the Trustee Act 1949, and the Companies Act 2016. This law help ensure that a succession plan is legally enforceable and protect the interests of all parties involved. In this report, our group examined the estate planning needs of BE Sdn, a private limited company operating a shore and telecom business. We identify the key estate planning issues faced by the company and recommend suitable strategy to ensure a smooth transfer of ownership, maintain business continuity, and support the company's long-term sustainability.
Hi, I'm Natasha Muhammad Nasir, and now I will present the 5 issues identified in the case study of BE Sdn. The first issue is the absence of a formal business succession plan. Currently, the company has no documented succession plan and no designated successor to take over the business. This creates leadership uncertainty, may cause business disruption, and delay important business decisions. As a result, the company may lose the confidence of its stakeholders, and this could threaten its long-term sustainability. The second issue is the lack of key person protection. Currently, BE Sdn has no key person insurance, while the business depends heavily on Ramli and Halizi, who possess critical knowledge and expertise. This exposes the company to operational disruption, financial losses during the transition period, and difficulty replacing key leaders. Consequently, the company may lose the confidence of customers and suppliers, experience reduced sales and increased costs, and ultimately threaten its long-term business sustainability. Moving on to the third issue, there is a potential family inheritance dispute. Currently, there is unequal involvement of the two daughters, no clear estate and succession plan, and unclear ownership and management rights. This may lead to inheritance and ownership dispute, conflict over business control, and poor communication among family members. As a result, family relationship may be affected, employee moral may decline, and the long-term sustainability of the business may at risk. The fourth issue is that the shares are personally held by the owners. Currently, the shares are personally owned by Ramli and Halizi, meaning they are subject to probate or letters of administration, which may delay the transfer of shares to the beneficiaries. This creates the risk of delays in ownership transfer, disruption to decision-making, and governance and control issues. Consequently, the company may face uncertainty in business operation, reduced management efficiency, and threats to business continuity. Finally, the fifth issue is inadequate estate planning for business continuity. Currently, there are no wills, trusts, shareholder agreements, or powers of attorney, resulting in no comprehensive estate planning documents and increasing the risk of legal and ownership issues. This may cause delays in asset transfers, confusion over business ownership, and legal complication after death or disability. Ultimately, it may disrupt business continuity, lead to an inefficient transfer of business asset, and affect the interests of the owner's family. That concludes my part of the presentation. I will now hand over to the next presenter who will continue with the next section. Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Zahid bin Saidi. Based on the issues identified in the case study, the main question is, How can BE Sdn ensure a smooth business succession and minimize disruption if either Ramli or Halizi becomes incapacitated or passes away? First, Ramli and Halizi should prepare separate wills to clearly distribute their company shares and appoint an executor. Second, a buy-sell agreement founded by life insurance enables the surviving shareholder to acquire the deceased shareholder's shares without affecting business operations. Third, a power of attorney allows a trusted person to manage business matters if either owner becomes incapacitated. Lastly, family succession planning should appoint the daughter who is actively involved in the business as the future successor, while the older daughter receives equivalent assets to maintain fairness. Besides estate planning, BE Sdn should also implement several business continuity strategies. Leadership succession is important by preparing the active daughter to gradually take over management responsibilities. Ownership continuity ensures that company shares are transferred smoothly without disrupting business operations. Since Ramli and Halizi are key individuals, key person protection provides financial support during unexpected events. Finally, a business continuity plan should be established to ensure that the company can continue operating through both its boutique and online business during emergencies. Thank you, and I invite Anna to continue with the next session.
I am Nur Aina Rashika, and now I will present about the constructive estate and succession plan. The recommended estate planning solutions and business continuity strategies should be integrated into one comprehensive framework to ensure the long-term sustainability of BE Sdn. The first step is to assess the current situation by evaluating the company's ownership structure, family involvement, and succession objectives. Since Ramli owns 60% of the business, Halizi owns 40%, and only one daughter is actively involved in the company, the estate and succession plan should be tailored to both the family needs and the future of the business. The second step is to integrate all the recommended planning strategies into one coordinated plan. This includes the will, buy-sell agreement, power of attorney, key person insurance, and the formal succession plan. These strategies should complement one another to ensure a smooth transfer of ownership, leadership continuity, and financial protection if unexpected events occur. Finally, the plan should be implemented and reviewed regularly. This involves working closely with lawyers, financial planners, accountants, and insurance advisors to ensure that all legal documents and financial arrangements are properly established. At the same time, the succession should receive continuous mentoring and leadership training, while the plan should be reviewed periodically and reflect any changes in business or family circumstances. Lastly, in conclusion, estate and succession planning is not only about distributing assets after death, but also about protecting the future of both the family and the business. Throughout this report, we identified the key issues faced by BE Sdn and proposed practical estate planning and business continuity strategies to address those challenges. By integrating legal, financial, and succession planning tools into one comprehensive plan, the company can protect family interests, ensure business continuity, facilitate a smooth transfer of ownership and leadership, and strengthen its long-term sustainability. More importantly, the strategies allow the business to continue operating with minimal disruption while preserving stakeholder confidence and supporting future growth. Overall, proactive planning provides peace of mind for the owner and creates a strong foundation for the next generation to continue building the success of BE Sdn.